with us as we bring you New Trier baseball in the
center fielder, number 10.
in the sectional or regional championship. New Trier and Evanston. Glad to have you with us. Here's Dennis O'Brien to lead off the game. Dennis O'Brien bats. The first pitch on the way is low by Greg Leischer on the mound for the Wildcats. Ball one. That's in the dirt. Ball two. 2-0. Trevians going with the standard lineup. O'Brien, Sharp, and Deal, the first three. The middle three, Noida, Loddick, and Benton. And the bottom three in the Trevians batting order is Wallace, Andre, and Fitzgerald. And the pitch on the way by Leischer. That's the ball, and right off the bat, Dennis O'Brien draws a walk. And Matt Sharp comes to bat. Matt Sharp.
Oh, Sharpie, it's ball hard somewhere, kid.
Leischer delivers. There's a strike. Strike one.
Hey, Sharp right here, kid. Hands back, let's go.
And Leischer looks over, delivers. Swinging a ground ball to the second baseman. Over to short for one. Over to first. They turn the double play, and quickly two down. And Andy Deal comes to bat. You're in the top half of the first inning.
The shortstop, number 12, Andy Deal.
Here's Andy Deal. Justin Noida on deck. Noida pitching today for the Trevian. There's a ball outside. Ball one. Now Leischer delivers. There's a strike. And the count evens up at aces. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out. Top half of the first inning. No score, just underway. Swings through that one for a strike. And the delivery by Leischer in the dirt, a ball. The first two meetings of the year during the Central Suburban South season. Obviously, these two teams in the same conference. Swinging a ground ball out to Edgecombe, throws to first. And the Trevians won both of them. As the Trevians go quietly. 1, 2, 3, nothing across in the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. A walk and nobody left. We go to the bottom half of the first inning. There's no score. Trevians have Fitzgerald in left. O'Brien in center. Benton in right. An infield of Sharp, Deal, Andre, and Moran at first. Battery of Noida pitching and Wallace catching. First pitch is high and tight. A ball. Andy Horn leads it off for the Wildcats here in the bottom half of the first inning. That's low. Ball. Ball two. Just underway. There's a strike. And that's a ball. Justin Noida on the mound for the Trevians. There's a strike, and the count evens up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. leadoff batter for the Wildcats in the ballgame. And Nowida delivers. Swinging a ground ball. Little comebacker to Nowida. Throws to first, and there's one up and one down. Here's Justin Brannigan. Justin Brannigan bats. Swing and a ground ball. Again, a little comebacker. Nowida throws to first, and there's two down. And here's Jason Edgecombe. Edgecombe, certainly the best player that the Wildcats have. Jason going to be a Division I baseball player with the University of Iowa. Facing Harvard-bound Justin Nowida. Nowida cleans off the rubber a little bit. Loosens himself up. Your announcer is remunerated by New Trier High School Athletic Department to bring you these games. And the delivery on the way by Justin Nowida. There's a strike.
Come here, Wally.
And Nowida delivers. That one skips away. A ball. Bounced in front of the plate. Ball one. The Trevians have been on something of a tear since the first week of May. They have lost just one game during that stretch to a team that is now out of the playoffs. That one game to Libertyville, having been on a 13-game winning streak. So the Trevians have really stepped up, and they really need to keep on stepping up. There's no tomorrow. Every game is important. A little foul ball back by Edgecombe.
Let's go. Butt up. Block and throw him out first. Let's go.
Charlie Newberger on deck for the Wildcats. I think everyone has told Justin not to rush his pitches, but I don't know if perhaps he might have gone the other way here. It's a ball that skips away from Edgecombe. I mean, you want him in a rhythm. You want to be in a rhythm as a pitcher, but you don't want to be rushing it either. You get in a good rhythm and you want to keep on throwing. Now the delivery by Nowida. And he falls that one back onto the screen. And the count remains full. The pitch. High, a ball. And Jason Edgecombe draws a walk, and it brings up Charlie Newberger. The catcher for the Wildcats.
Number 1, Charlie Newberger.
So Newberger steps in. Got to tie his shoe, delaying the action. And now we're set. Jason gets back up on the mound. Justin gets back up on the mound. Nowida throws to first, and Moran puts the tag a little late. And Edgecombe back. A cloudy, but again, a little bit cool afternoon. As usual, here at Highland Park. There's something about playing games here at Highland Park. And Niles West, too. I always have problems at Niles West. There's a strike. Well, basketball at Niles West. Baseball has generally been pretty good weather-wise. Edgecombe leads off. Nowida, 1-1 the count on the batter, Newberger. Swings through that one. Fouled it off. 1-2. High pop-up foul and out of play. And the count remains 1-2. Nowida throws to first, and Edgecombe back. Scott Richardson, the designated hitter, on deck. And again, a throw over there. Edgecombe not straying very far, certainly respecting Nowida's arm. The delivery. Strike 3. Got him. In the inning, no runs, no hits, a walk, and a man left. At the end of one, no score here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Nowida comes up to bat for the New Trier Trevians, leading off the second inning. Trevians, no runs on no hits. The Wildcats, no runs on no hits. Both team with a walk. That's a ball 1.
Oh, Justin.
That's a ball low. 2-0. The count. The pitch on the way. Outside a ball. And the count 3-0. Leisher having trouble finding the plate on his counterpart. And he delivers again. And 4 pitches. He walks Justin Nowida. So Nowida trots on down to first base. And Matt Loddick steps in. Leisher looks over to first. And throws there.
Hey, be aggressive up there, Lottie.
Nowida back in plenty of time. And again the look. And the pitch. Ball. And, strike make it, and Nowida steals second. Stolen base for Justin Nowida. That's a strike on Lottie. 0-1 the count. The pitch. Swing and a fly ball down the right field line. This is going to be trouble. It bounces in. Here comes Nowida around to score the first run of the game, and Loddick going to hold up at second. Whoa!
Hey, get him over.
Could tell he was going to hold up at second.
Hey, come on now, let's
A
go.
little sloppy on the turn at second. But Justin Nowida trots home with the first run of the ball game. And the Trevians on top 1-0.
Now batting the right fielder, number 14, Danny Benton.
And here's Benton.
Home, Danny.
Danny Benton comes to bat. And the pitch on the way. There's a strike 1. Leisher on the mound. Loddick leading off second. Trevians have broken on top, 1-0. The look back, no. Loddick standing on the base.
Home, Danny.
The big 6'4" designated hitter for the Trevs. There's a bunt foul. Oh, and 2.
Home, Danny.
And again, the lead off second by Loddick. They look back by Leisher, but no play. Danny Benton gets the pitch. There's a ball right through the legs of the pitcher. And everyone's going to be safe. Score that as an error.
Hey, get him in, Wally. Come on.
And everybody's safe.
Now batting the catcher, number 21, Nick Wallace.
Here's Nick Wallace. Trevians 1 run on 1 hit.
Oh, Wally.
And the Wildcats In the first inning, no runs on no hits. The look to first, the throw over there. That's almost a balk. You will watch which way his foot is landing. If it is landing towards first base, towards home plate, that is a balk. The delivery, that's a ball. Irregardless if he lets go of the ball before he steps off, he cannot step off towards home. Benton dives back in time without a throw, without a play on him. So Benton on at first. Loddick on at third. The pitch on the way, low, a ball. Good crowd on hand today. Here's the pitch. A high fly ball out to left field. This is going to bring home Loddick. The catch, and Loddick trots home. And the Trevians lead 2-0. Sacrifice fly for Nick Wallace. And Mike Andre comes to the plate. Mike Andre takes a strike one. The second baseman, another player that's had to step up here during the course of the season. Swings through that one for a strike. Did not have a very good day at the plate against Glenbrook North. He struck out 3 times in 3 plate appearances. That's a ball, low and away. And Andre gets the pitch and swings, and it's a ground ball out to second. Nice job. Pick it up, throw, got him.
Right here, front side in, use the aggressive.
Good job shutting down the hole to right field that Andre was trying to find, and there are 2 away. The first 2 the first 2 batters for the Trevians were base runners that came home. And now they're 2 out, 1 on at second. In Dan Benton. Dave Fitzgerald, the left fielder, grounds one foul off to the right.
Front side in, Fitz. Here we go, kid.
The new Trier Trevians are one of 8 teams left in the sectional.
There we go. We're going to lay off. Hey, front side in, drive it.
Are left for the regional championship. Swing and a ground ball, 1 hopper to first, and that takes care of that. In the inning, 2 runs on a single hit, no errors, or 1 error, and there was 1 left. We move to the second inning, bottom of the second. Trevians leading it 2-0.
Hitter number 7, Scott Richardson.
Here's the designated hitter Richardson to lead it off.
Oh, well, help him out, kid.
Swing and a base hit to left. Richardson stands at first. And here is Greg Leischer.
Now batting the pitcher, number 18, Greg Leischer.
Here's Leischer.
Oh, Wally, be hopping back there. Let's go. Quick feet.
We've got our bleacher bums here again today down the right field line, watching from the football stadium stands. And as always, as the colleges get out, we have a bunch of former players hanging around. There's a ball. 2-0. Josh Peterson on deck. Now Noida delivers. There's a strike. And the count 2-1. Scott Richardson on at first. Noida stepped off the rubber for a moment. Now looks over there. Delivers. A 55-footer, and that hops away from Wallace, and Richardson trots on down to second on the wild pitch from Justin Noida. So, a runner on at second now. Nobody out. Greg Leischer, 3-1 the count on him. Swing and miss, and the count goes full at 3-2. To look to second. The pitch, and again in the dirt. And there goes the runner, and no, he's going to hold. Thought to run and then decided not to. Went about halfway. So runners on at first and second for the Wildcats. And up steps Josh Peterson. Peterson, a throw to second, and Richardson back. Another case of mismatched height between Andre and Richardson. Last time it was in New Trier's favor. This time it's in Evanston's favor, height-wise. There goes the runner, and he's going to go without a throw. So man on third on the stolen base, with runners on now at the corners, first and third. Leischer at first, Richardson at third, and Peterson the batter.
Oh, Wally, quick feet.
The delivery, a bunt attempt, and that's foul on Peterson. And it's 1-1. Josh Peterson swings through that one. And it's 1-2. Justin Noida. For him, working a long inning. The look to first, the swing and a miss, throw down to first, and Leischer back in time. And there's one away. Josh Peterson is the second victim of Justin Noida. Here's Justin Anthony.
Oh, anticipated, come on.
Justin Anthony bats. The pitch, no, throw to first. Got him. He didn't put his hand on the bag. They got him. Oh, my. Leischer didn't put his hand on the bag, I don't think. And Moran puts the tag on, and there's two away.
Oh, Wally, leave the guy at third. Let's go, butt up.
Runner on third. Two out now. Ball low. Justin Anthony. Jeff Immel on deck for the Wildcats. The pitch. Fouls it off. Pitcher looked a little bit high, maybe even. 1-1. To Anthony.
Come on, Wally, anticipate, let's go.
Noida looks and throws to third. Oh my, close. This time he gets back in time. As Scott Richardson is chewing a little dirt down there on the third base line. Some dirt and lime. Scrapes himself off and dusts himself off. 1-1. The count. Justin Noida. Oh, ball just a little outside. Justin Noida looks to third and a little too much. He just wasn't quite ready to pitch it. 2-1 the count. Trevians trying to get to the sectional for, well, it's got to be about the last 6 years or so that I can remember they made it to the sectional. No, I take that back. There was 1 year in there where they did not, and I forget what year it was. But it's been a while. Low a ball. Last year, the Trevians made it to the Elite Eight of baseball before being eliminated by Mattoon. Pronounce that properly. A little foul ball behind us here. One of these days, baseball fields are going to get the same thing as the other sports. I'm standing to do this broadcast. I'm actually standing on top of a picnic table. Here's the pitch. High, a ball. And Justin Anthony draws a walk. The second walk of the inning from Justin Noida, and a very uncharacteristic inning for Justin. Here's Jeff Immel. Jeff Immel steps in. Noida delivers. In the dirt, a ball.
Hey, block it first. Let's go.
Noida looks over to first. Delivery, swing right through that. Strike two. Managed to get a little piece of that, I guess. Sounded like it.
Be aggressive. Let's go.
And the pitch. A little dying quail. That's going to fall for a base hit. And the run comes in. Here's the throw to second, not in time. And the Wildcats on the board with the single by Jeff Immel. A dying quail to left field. Now here's Andy Horn. Not much oomph, but hit it where they ain't. High away, a ball. Two out, two on, and a run in here in the bottom of the first. Cutting the Trevian lead in half to 2-1. Wallace out to have a little word with Justin Noida. Now Noida winds and delivers. Swing and a base hit up the middle. I'm not sure if Noida touched that, but it looked like it just bounded over everything. And everybody's safe. So now the base is loaded for the Wildcats with two out. And Justin Brannigan, the number 2 batter in the order, steps in. Back in the first, he grounded out to the first baseman. Pitcher to first. There's a strike. Going into the third inning, it'll be Dennis O'Brien, Matt Sharp, and Andy Deal due up. Now the delivery. Low ball. 1-1. Brannigan. Bases loaded. Now the delivery. Swing and a ground ball foul. Outside of third. Oh, 1-2. To Brannigan. Now the pitch, swing and a ground ball. Nice job. Matt Sharp has an easy throw to first, and that takes care of that. In the inning, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left. We move into the third. Trevians lead it 2-1. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Dennis O'Brien to lead off the third inning. And the first pitch, there's a strike, strike 1 to Dennis O'Brien. It's a ball, and the count evens up at a ball and a strike. Trevians, 2 runs on 1 hit. The Wildcats, 1 run on 3. There's a strike, 1-2.
Right back, kid. Here we go.
Now the delivery to O'Brien. That's in the dirt. And Newberger a little trouble with it. 2-2 the count. Greg Leisher on the mound for the Wildcats. Has walked 2. Struck out no one. There's a ground ball. High hopper. Take him out of shortstop. Throws. Got him. And scored as a 1-6-3 because I think the pitcher, Leisher, got a little piece of that.
Use the hands. Come on.
Now batting the third baseman, number 19.
Here's Matt Sharp. (1-6-3) on the putout, and there's 1 away, and Matt Sharp bats there. Sharp grounded into a double play after O'Brien walked in the first. Swings and fouls one off.
Use the hands, kid.
I notice that New Trier has actually a couple of players now that their fathers played in the major leagues. There's a ball. 1-1. Remy Baumgarten playing on the freshman team is the son of Ross Baumgarten. Played for the White Sox and Pittsburgh. Did he pitch for the Cubs too? I think he did. I know he pitched for those two, White Sox and Pittsburgh. And he's got a son, freshman, playing. And Matt Sharp's father was a third baseman with the White Sox. Delivery on the way. High pop-up. Edgecombe calling for it. Has it for the out. 2 up and 2 down. And Andy Dale comes to the plate.
Now batting shortstop, number 12, Andy Deal.
Dale grounded out. Edgecombe to first. Short to first. In the first. To end the first. In the first frame. He had his first time at bat. Swings and base hit. The center. And Justin Nowida comes to the plate. Nowida scored the first Trevians run with a walk, stolen base, and then came home on Matt Loddick's double in the second. Batting here in the third.
Hey, short stroke up there, Justin. Come on, kid.
Two out, 1 on. Third inning. New Trier with the lead. Leisher throws to first. And Deal back. Josh Peterson, the first baseman. Again, the throw to first, and Deal practically standing on the bag. And again, throw to first. Boy, did that look like a balk or not? I mean, he stepped straight home. Now the pitch, swing, and a foul ball. Off to the right.
Hey, nice and loose up there, Justin.
Up onto the top of one of the mobile homes they use down the right field line for some of the facilities here at Highland Park High School. The regional championship delivery on the way. A high pop-up down the line, and no one going to get to that.
Nice and relax, short stroke.
Steps off the bag. The rubber. Leisher looks in again. And the delivery. Ball high and away. Number 4 hitter for the Trevians.
Hey, nice and relax up there, Justin. Use the hand.
Star pitcher.
Short stroke.
All-Stater. Look to first. Delivery. Swing and a line shot to right field. It's going to be a gapper. To the wall. Here comes Deal. He's going to try and score. He'll score easily, standing up. And another run in. The White stands at second with the double. And Matt Loddick comes to the plate. First pitch, ground ball to short, throw to first, and that takes care of that. In the inning, 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom half of the third. The Trevians lead it 3-1. It's some of the large crowd on hand today. I see the superintendent of schools. There's Matt Loddick's grandfather walking in front of us there. And leading it off, Jason Edgecombe here in the bottom half of the third for the Wildcats. There's a strike, strike 1. Edgecombe, Newberger, and Richardson, 3, 4, and 5 hitters in the Wildcats lineup. That's a ball. 1-1. High pop-up foul, and that's out of play. Noida. Doing a little housekeeping.
Butt up, kid.
Delivers. Steve Wright. Caught him looking. And there's 1 away. And Charlie Newberger.
The catcher, number 1, Charlie Newberger.
Charlie Newberger, the catcher. That's the 3rd strikeout for the Trevians ace. And Newberger. Delivery. Ball. Ball 1.
Hey, nice pitch, Justin.
Our second game of our doubleheader today is girls soccer. Go to first, and that is 2 down. Newberger, second to first. The second game of our doubleheader, girls soccer, as New Trier takes on Maine South. That's immediately following this game here on the network. Next week, baseball and boys lacrosse. First time we've ever covered that on the network. Swing and a miss, strike. That's New Trier Boys Lacrosse, New Trier and Loyola next week here on the network. And New Trier Baseball also, as long as the Trevians are still going on. There's a strike. 0-2 to Richardson. He's singled and has scored the lone run for the Wildcats. Singled, went to second on a wild pitch, went to third on a stolen base, and came home on the single by Jeff Immel. A little dying quail out to left field. Strike three, caught him looking. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the third. Trevians lead it 3-1. We'll be back with more. It leads off the fourth inning. Whoa! Got Nick. And Danny Benton goes to first, hit by a pitch to lead off the fourth.
Now batting the catcher, number 21, Nick Wallace.
Here's Nick Wallace, the catcher. Wallace with Benton, the right fielder, on at first. There's a strike on the inside corner, strike one. Throw to first, the runner back. Swing and a miss, strike. Benton steals second. And Danny Benton on. There's the bleacher bums, counting the strikeouts for Justin Noida. You know, soon you're going to have to pay an entertainment tax for to be up there. They pitch. Swing and a little foul ball.
Hold on. Hey, get it done.
Wallace, sacrifice fly in the second. Brought home the second run of the ball game. Make it the first run of the ball game. No, I was right. The second run of the ball game. There's a ball. First run of the ball game came home on Loddick's double, and then Loddick home on the sacrifice fly from Nick Wallace. There's a 55-footer that bounces in, and trotting on over to third is Danny Benton. And some words said, and I don't know if Danny's just being casual or he's holding where he got hit by the pitch. Wallace. The look by Leisher, the delivery, swinging a little dribbler foul, and Nick Wallace hanging in there. Nick has certainly come alive as a player in the last couple of weeks. Had a little problem at the beginning of the year, but has certainly proved himself adequate, and then some back behind that plate. I understand he's going to play American Legion ball over the summer. Now the delivery, swinging a ground ball over to the third baseman. First baseman throws to the second baseman covering the bag, and the runner holds. We got some action down in the bullpen for the Wildcats. So Wallace on at third, Benton on at third after Wallace grounded out, and Mike Andre, the batter. Benton at third. Wallace grounds out.
Hold on, Andre. Good hips up there.
Benton leads off. High a ball.
Hold on, Mike. Good hips, hands.
Edgecombe. Infield in. Looking for the play at the plate. Delivery on the way. A little foul ball back to the screen.
Mike, hips and hands. Let's go.
Kenyatta Mohammed, one of the pitchers, warming up down that line. Delivery, a fly ball to left field. It's going to go over the left fielder's head, back to the ball, bounces once, twice, and gets caught in the screen. It's going to be a ground rule double, but Andre going to take no chances and keep on going just in case. But he'll have to go back to second. RBI double for Mike Andre on the ground rule double. And the Trevians with another run across the plate, lead it 4-1. And Dave Fitzgerald.
Hey now, OB. Hey now, OB. Hey, let's go, Fizzle.
Dave Fitzgerald with Andre at second. The look back. Ball.
Better secondary, Mike.
Ball one. Ball kind of popped away from Newberger, but Andre not going to risk it.
Oh, Fitz.
The look back. The delivery. Ball outside. Not a terribly cold day, but not exactly the warmest days of the year. There's a strike. 2-1. Andre at second. Leads off. There's a little ground ball. Edgecombe a little trouble with it. Throws, got him. Nice stretch by Peterson to get the throw from Edgecombe in time to get down, put down Dave Fitzgerald. And there are two away, and here's Dennis O'Brien. O'Brien walked and was erased into double play in the first. Grounded out in the third with an assist to the pitcher, 1-6-3 on the putout, and batting here in the fourth with Andre on third and two away. It's a ball two. Greg Leischer. There's a strike, and the count goes to 2-1. They seem to be calling that on Dennis O'Brien, but not so much on anybody else. I don't know what it is, that low outside strike. There's a ball outside. Three and one the count to Dennis O'Brien. He held up and draws the walk. So the Trevians have runners on at the corners, and Matt Sharp, the batter.
The third baseman, number 19, Matt Sharp.
Here's Sharp. And Leischer head was jerking around a little bit. I think he felt a little uncomfortable looking all over the place, and so he decided to step off. There's a ball high and away. Ball one. Runners sit at the corners for the Trevs. They've added another run and lead it 4-1. That's low, a ball. To the lanky third baseman. Another one of the sophomores that I think the Trevians look down the road are going to really set the tone for these Trevians for the next couple of years. There's a ball to first, and back on plenty of time is O'Brien. O'Brien is a threat to run. He leads the Trevians in stolen bases. Delivery on the way, and And foul ball. Hot shot outside of first base. Left-handed batter. The runners lead, not a very large lead. Leisher looks and delivers. Swinging a little dribbler. Back to the screen. And the count remains as it was. And the pitch. Swing and a fly ball to center. Center fielder moves over, has it for the out. And that ends that. In the inning, 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, a walk, and 2 left. And we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. The Trevians lead it 4-1. Well, we move along to the bottom half of the frame here. There's Kevin Neal and Brandon Pierce and superfan George Martin. And I noticed John Spellman's younger brother sitting in that little group there. Here's Greg Leisher. Here's Leisher to lead off in the bottom half of the 4th inning. About halfway home with the ball game. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Justin Noida on the mound for the Trevians. Delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike. 1-1. 1-1 the count. There's a strike. 1-2. Leisher walked in the second, picked off by Noida. There's a foul ball. Bounced up and hit, I believe, the ump. And the count remains 1-2. Leisher, Josh Peterson, and Justin Anthony due up. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And another strikeout. The 5th of the ball game for Justin Noida. And that brings up Josh Peterson. Peterson, the first baseman for these Wildcats. And the pitch by Noida. Or do you call that a strike? I can't tell. Sometimes he says strike, and sometimes he gestures that the ball was outside. That was a strike. Foul ball back, 0-2. To the count. Regional this year at Highland Park. There's a ball outside. 1-2. You can't. Why does New Trier not hold these things? Fly ball out to right field. That was caught by Danny Benton for out number 2 of the inning. And that brings up Justin Anthony. Anthony walked and was stranded at third, back in the second. When the Wildcats left the bases loaded. Trevians have led all the way. A ball high, ball 1. The pitch. That's a ball. 2-0. Justin working a little faster here and having trouble with his control when he has changed that the pacing. Seems to be working a little bit quicker. Ball 3 and the pitch. Ball 4. 4 pitches, and Justin Anthony draws a second walk. His second walk, the third walk given up by Justin Noida, very uncharacteristically. And Nowata tucks in assured as Jeff Immel comes to the plate.
Fielder, number 10.
The left fielder, Jeff Immel. Runner on at first. In Justin Anthony.
Let's go.
I don't know. Andy Deal said something to Justin Nowata, and the two of them smiling a little bit. Umpire in on this one, too. Now the delivery. There's a strike one. Nowata delivers. Ball. No, making a strike. 0-2. Immel trying to get something started with 2 out. Throw it at first, run it back. Justin's second inning was very uncharacteristic. 2 walks. Though he did get a strikeout, which is rather typical. Generally goes about a strikeout or so an inning. He has one in every frame so far. At least one. There's a ball.
Come on, partner, take me, Justin. Come on.
Jeff Immel. 2 out, 1 on. Swing and a base hit. Anthony stops at second. So runners on at first and second. And that brings up Andy Horn. There's Immel at first. Justin Anthony at second. Andy Horn, the batter. Now the pitch on the way. High ball.
Hey, nice and easy back there, Wally. Come on. Be ready. Let's go.
The pitch in the dirt. Low, a ball. And Nowata a little disgusted with himself. Being unable to find the control. Nowata delivers. There's a strike. And 3-1 the count.
Oh, Wally, be happy back there. Let's go.
Or is it 2-1? That's a ball. It is 2-1. Ball gets away. Or 2-2 rather. And now the count goes full at 3-2. Score that as a pass ball. And so 2 men in scoring position with 2 out. Two in scoring position. Andy Horn. Count full, 3-2. Chance for the Wildcats to get back in this one. They're down 4-1. Delivery on the way. Swing and a fly ball. Foul and off to the right.
You gotta block it, Wally. Come on.
A noggin denter. To those that aren't watching. Count remains full, 3-2. 2 Horn.
Oh, Wally.
And White steps off. Horn stepped out of the box. That's why White has stepped off. Oh, Justin's ready. Swing and a fly ball out to the right field. In comes Danny Benton, and that takes care of that. In the inning, no runs, a hit, And 2 left. We move to the 4th. Trevians lead it 4-1. Along to the top of the 5th inning. Andy Deal, Justin Nwada, and Matt Loddick do up. Whoops! And just that quick. New pitcher, Kenyatta Mohammed. Hits Andy Deal, and Deal's on with a hit batsman. So here's Justin Nwada. And Deal quickly into second with another stolen base for the Trevians. Kenyatta Mohammed on in relief of Greg Leisher. Here's a ball. Leisher was pitched 4 innings, walked 3, struck out nobody, 1 hit batsman. Mohammed pitching here in the 5th. There's a ball to Justin Nwada. Swing and a high fly ball. Foul and out of play. Deal now on at second. Swing and a little squibber. Foul.
Oh, you need a guest speaker. What time of day do you go? Oh, that's early. All right, Joe. That's good. I don't go, I go like 2 p.m.
Oh, Nwada still keeps his hopes alive. Nwada walked and scored in the 2nd. Doubled homer run in the 3rd. Batting here in the 5th. The pitch. Swing and a ball that drops in for the base hit. Here comes Deal around, and Andy Deal scores. Nwada with a single that falls in down the right field line for an RBI single. And it is now 5-1 in the 5th inning. Here's a bunt foul by Matt Loddick. Loddick. Danny Benton on deck. Squibber foul. The Trevians have scored 2 in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, and 1 here in the 5th. 0-2. Pitches high, a ball. 1-2 to Matt Loddick. I know he likes his sports, but he's actually 2, perhaps even 3 sports during the summer here. Here's a swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Now batting the right fielder, number 14, Danny Benton.
And here's Danny Benton. Dan Benton managed to score rather interestingly back in the last inning. He was hit by a pitch, stole second, went to third on a wild pitch, and came home on Andre's ground rule double that got stuck in the left center field fence. Mohammed delivers. That's a ball. Matt, over the summer, will be playing baseball. He's in a summer basketball program. And going to be setting up for the football because he's probably going to be the star quarterback. Or the starting quarterback, make that, for the Trevians. Stolen base for Nwada, so he's on at second. As Danny Benton bats. 2-1.
On, Dan. Hey, be aggressive up there. Let's go.
Kenyatta Mohammed. Another one of those tall drink of waters that hang around in high school sports. He's 6'2", all legs. There's a strike. 2-2. He's a senior. There's a fly ball out to left field. The wideout goes out halfway and then trucks on back to second. 2 down. Trevians, 5 runs on 1, 2, and 5 hits. Here's Nick Wallace. Swings low. On a low pitch. 2-1. That's a ball. 3-1 the count to Wallace. They screwed up. Somebody screwed up the count, as it was on the scoreboard. But in any case, it is 3-1 now. Ball 4, and Wallace draws the walk. That brings up Mike Andre. With runners on at first and second.
The second baseman, number 9, Mike Andre.
Here's Andre, the second baseman. The pitch on the way. There's a strike. Andre doubled.
Good pivot up there. Let's go. Stay on top.
In the 4th and grounded out in the 2nd. There's a ground ball out to the shortstop. Edgecombe throws it high and wide, and everybody's safe. Here comes Noida home to score. Heads up base running. And Noida brings in the 6th run of the ball game for the Trevians. He has Andre safe at first on the error. And here's Brian Harper going to pinch bat for Dave Fitzgerald. So Brian Harper steps in, pinch batting for Dave Fitzgerald, the left fielder. My guess is that they will leave Fitzgerald in. The other option will be bring Dave Harvey in, but Dave Fitzgerald, the better fielder of the two. And this late in the ball game, in a game that you're leading by 5 now, I think you'd want to keep the guy. There's a ground ball, and Edgecombe steps on second for the force out that retires the side. In the inning, 2 runs on a single hit, 1 error, a walk, and 2 left. And we move into the bottom of the 5th. Trevians leading it 6-1. Leading it off is Justin Bradicum. He'll be followed by Jason Edgecombe and Charlie Newberger.
Now batting, third baseman, number 3, Justin Bradicum.
Here's Justin Bradicum to lead it off. Ball low. Noida been pitching well, but he's also had a little bit of wildness to him. Not quite that pinpoint control he's used to having. There's a foul ball back. He's walked 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a ball. Falling behind the batter, Justin Bradicum here. That's a ball. 3-1. 3-1 the count. Ball 4. And another walk given up by Justin Nwida. That brings up the dangerous Jason Edgecombe.
Now batting the shortstop, number 21, Jason Edgecombe.
Edgecombe walked in the first and struck out in the third, batting here in the fifth.
Hey, quick feedback there, let's go.
Brannigan on that first. Pitches in the dirt, a ball. As we said, Jason headed for Iowa to play baseball. Now the pitch. There's a strike. And Edgecombe looks a little surprised. Nice curveball. Caught the inside corner of the plate.
Quick feedback there, let's go.
Swung through that one. On a pitch, it might have been a little bit high. 1-2. Last time these two faced during the regular season, it seemed to me Jason had Justin's number. Not uniform number. Did quite well at the plate. Trevians won that one in extra innings. There's a ball. 1-2. Charlie Newberger on deck, the catcher, and number 4 batter in the Wildcats lineup. And the pitch by Nwida strikes him out. Swung right through the fastball. And another K up on the board. Up in the bleachers, as it were. I think they have Kerry Wood or something. Roger Clemens. Whoever. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 6th strikeout for Nwida in 5 innings. Charlie Newberger. High fly ball, left field. Dave Fitzgerald on the re-entry. Had it for the out. He was pinch hit for by Brian Harper in the top of the frame and re-enters to play left field. And now, with 2 out, here's Scott Richardson, the designated hitter for the Wildcats. 6-0 to score. Pitch is high, a ball.
Help out, Wally, block it, let's go.
That's a ball. Scott Richardson, 6'4" junior, designated hitter for Evanston. Nwida looks over, delivers. There's a strike. And the count's 2-1. Swing and a miss. Snap throw over. But Moran wasn't close to the bag, and they might have had a play on Brannigan at first. That's what we were talking about the improvement in Nick Wallace. Delivery on the way, a little squibber foul. Justin Nwida trying to get the last out of the inning. Trevians on top of this one, 6-1. There's a swing and a line shot left field. Bounces and bounces over the fence for a ground rule double. Go on back. Go on back, Justin. Justin Brannigan will have to go back to third on the ground rule double by Scott Richardson. And with 2 out, 2 on in scoring position for the Wildcats as Greg Leisher, who's now playing first base.
Keep it third, let's go. Let up, block it.
Leisher. Strike 1, strike 2. It looks like Justin glaring daggers at Leisher. Leisher has struck out and been picked off first after he walked in the second. Batting here in the 5th.
Oh, no wonder George.
Runners on, second and third. And Noida delivers. Strike 3, caught him looking. In the inning, no runs, a hit, a walk, and 2 left. We move to the 6th, rather. Trevian's leading it now, 6-1. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Here today, big crowd on hand, of course. Regional championship between New Trier and Evanston. The rivalries have something to do with it, I'm sure. Leading it off for the Trevians as we go to the 6th inning, it's Dennis O'Brien. O'Brien, Sharp, and Deal due up. The Trevians cruising right along here tonight. Leading 6-1 as we go to the 6th. Kenyatta Mohammed on the line, on the mound. In relief of Greg Leisher. And a foul ball out of play and an account 0-2 to Dennis O'Brien. Thus, Justin Noida cruising right along. If the Trevians win today, they will play either Nazareth or Oak Park. Some more interesting news as O'Brien fouls one off to the right. And that is the Glenbrook North Spartans have lost to the Stevenson Patriots. Stevenson will play Oak Park in the other game in the sectional, if you will, the sectional semifinal. And the super sectional will be the winner of the game between New Trier and whoever they play, and Oak Park and Stevenson, the other game. Actually, that'll be before the New Trier game in the sectional semifinal. Swing and a ground ball out to second. Big bounce, throw, one away. And now here's Matt Sharp. It's been kind of funny. The clutch hitters during most of the year have been O'Brien and Sharp. They've been able to get on and move those base runners along, get themselves in scoring position for the big guns during the regular season. Well, during the playoffs, Deal and Noida have been the ones that have been a little cold. But today it has been O'Brien and Sharp on the base paths have been unable to do very much. But the slack has certainly been picked up by Noida and Deal. Deal has scored 2 runs. Noida has scored 2 and been instrumental in one of the Deal runs. 2 of the Deal runs. 2 RBIs. So it's certainly been the middle of the lineup here that's done very well for themselves. Out to dead-away center. And taken there. And Matt Sharp goes down, 2 down, and that brings up Andy Deal. Andy Deal steps in.
Number 12, Andy Deal.
Deal grounded out in the first. Singled and pitch and scored in the fifth. Batting here in the sixth. Trevians have scored quite often. Long fly ball, dead away center. Center fielder turned the wrong way and bounces to the wall. And Deal will go into second with a stand-up double. That's a hit all the way, even though, in fact, if you want to lay blame on that, it goes to the center fielder for turning the wrong way. If you could call an error, you certainly would call one there, but you cannot. He never touched the ball. So here's Noida, and they are going to intentionally walk Justin Noida to bring up Matt Loddick. So Trevians have another rally going here with 2 out. Noida at first, Deal at second, Matt Loddick the batter. Loddick doubled and scored in the second, grounded out in the third, and struck out in the fifth. Ball one to the sophomore, Matt Loddick. Delivery. Swing and a base hit. Solid shot to center. 1 run in, and Noida going to trot on over to third. And the Trevians score another as Matt Loddick, with a big old smile on his face, brings home Andy Deal with the 7th run of the ball game for the Trevs. And that brings up Danny Benton. Trevians leading now 7-1. Swing and a miss, strike one. Dan Benton, safe on an error in the second. Hit by a pitch and scored in the fourth. Flew out in the fifth, batting in the sixth. And a fly ball out to left. Just about the same spot where he did before. And once again, the same result. But in the inning, 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. And there were 2 left. An intentional walk in there to Noida. We go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Trevians now leading 7-1. Here's Justin Anthony. He's walked twice. There's Peter Marte, along with former Trevians coach and some of the other faithful. Ron Klein is here tonight. Notice a few of the other former players hanging around, watching the game today. Colleges are out, you can tell. See these guys hanging around? Here's the pitch. There's a strike. Justin Anthony has walked twice. Been stranded at third both times. Oh, I take that back. This is Brian Jackover. Pinch batter for Kenyatta Mohammed. There's a ball high. Brian Jackover. Then Justin Anthony. And Jeff Immel. As we said, Anthony's walked twice. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Jackover. Another victim. The 8th of the game.
Number 26, Justin Anthony.
The 8th of the game for Justin Noida. And here is Justin Anthony. Anthony, a ball low.
He's not going to carry it here.
Justin Noida. Besides the second inning, when he gave up 3 hits, has been darn good since then. He's given up only a single and a double. And since the second, has struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Walked two. One of them being Justin Anthony, who's batting in there now. And he walks him a third time today. Justin Anthony walks for a third time, and that brings up Jeff Immel. There's the group. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They don't know how to count. There's 8. Justin Nwida fouls one off. The foul off by Immel. Immel singled twice here. Both times being stranded at second base. Although he got an RBI back in the inning, back in the second inning. And the pass ball allows the runner to advance. High pop-up, foul, out of play. Immel, 1-2 the count on him. Whiteout fixes up the pitching slab a little bit. Little housekeeping, now delivers. Ball inside. Took off the Wildcats logo. And the count evens up at 2-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, number 9 for Justin Nwida. And that brings up Andy Horn. High pop-up. Foul. And straight back, been out of play. Up over the screen and over. Onto the driveway. They kind of did it a little uniquely here in Highland Park. They numbered everybody. I know we have over 200 here. But they had people pay based on the car. So you could bring, 36 people in, hide them in the trunk, like the old drive-ins. And all you had to pay was $3. Now the count. To Andy Horn. The pitch. Swing and a fly ball. Out to center. And that takes care of that. In the inning, no runs, no hits. A walk and a man left. We go to the 7th. Trevians leading 7-1. We'll be back with more. The 7th inning, a new pitcher on the mound. Mike Hart now pitching. Kenyatta Muhammad, 2 innings pitched, walked 2, struck out 1, and hit a batter. So Greg Leisher pitched 4, and Muhammad pitched 2, and Mike Hart. Ball inside. Wallace leading it off here in the 7th. It's a ball 2. And ball 3. 3-0. Mike Hart, the batter, the pitcher, here in the 7th. There's a strike, and the count goes to 3-1. Trevians leading at 8. By the score of 7. 7 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. 7 runs on 7 hits for the Trevs. The delivery by Wallace. There's a 2 Wallace ground ball, and that will bring up Mike Andre. And the Wildcats, 1 run on 5 in the 7th inning. Bases are loaded, and here's Justin Noida with a chance to do some damage and finish this game off and really make sure that Evanston's season draws to a close here. Remember, coming up right after this game is the soccer game between New Trier and Maine South, girls soccer. Got a couple of extra things thrown in here as the season draws to a close. Next week we have boys lacrosse along with hockey. Hockey. In my mind, boys lacrosse. I'm thinking boys lacrosse is and in some ways the plays were so much like hockey. But boys lacrosse and baseball next week. Here on the network. Lacrosse, New Trier and Loyola. Speaking about rivalries, as we are here today between New Trier and Evanston. Of course, everybody it's a rivalry for every other team because they all want to beat New Trier. Swing and a miss, strike three, and that kills that. But the Trevians score another one in the inning, 1 run on 1 hit. 2 walks and 3 men left, and we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Trevians leading it 8-1. Let's hold them and go home. There's Superintendent Bangser, Dr. Bangser, here today, watching the game, talking with Matt Loddick's father. As we move it along, there's a strike. Brannigan grounded out back to Justin Noida in the first. Grounded out to Sharp in the second. Walked and now grounds one to Andre to Moran, and there's one away. And here's Jason Edgecombe. Edgecombe walked and was left on in the first. Struck out twice and batting here in the 7th. Noida has done a superb job, although by his standards has left a little on his control. And Dennis O'Brien, the fleet-footed O'Brien, over into the gap and caught by O'Brien on the Edgecombe fly ball, and with 2 out, here's Charlie Newberger. The Trevians
number 1, Charlie Newberger,
are going to win the regional here. I'm going to take a big-time rally, and not the way Noida's pitching. There's a foul ball, strike. Justin Noida has gone the distance for the Trevians. A pitch low in the dirt. And the count's 1-1. I hear Jane Mack and fine voice behind me. 1-1. High pop-up. Out goes Dale. Drops it. And Newberger is on at first. Boy, I'll tell you something. The Trevians are going to have to cut down these giving teams a lot of outs. I mean, it's one thing to do it in a game like this with 2 out in the 7th inning, but quite a bit different, as they found out when they played Lockport, down in Lockport. 3 errors in an inning can finish your season off at this stage of the game. 1-1 the count. Noida delivers. Swing and a fly ball out to right. Back goes Benton. Trotting back. Has it for the out. And the ball game is all over. And the final score, the New Trier Trevians
Evanston 1.
win it 8 2-1.
On Saturday at Niles West at 12:30.
The Trevians, 8 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. Nowida, 7 innings, 6 walks, rather uncustomary for Nowida. Struck out 9. For the Wildcats, 1 run, 5 hits, 2 errors. Winning pitcher is Nowida. The loser, the starter for the Wildcats, Greg Leisher. This is Mark Braun. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Stick around for more sports coming up. Until our next broadcast, hope you enjoyed this one. And as always, we say...